The You're Gonna Love This or Not podcast contains harsh language and may not be suitable for younger listeners.
Why would you answer this call? Why would you answer this call? Why?
Yes.
Hey, man.
What the fuck do you want?
I'm sorry. You've got to come back.
I think our relationship is over.
It's not the same without you, man.
I don't know if I can do this anymore.
You have to come over. I'll tell you what, if you come over, we'll have cake.
I like cake.
Yeah, we'll have pizza.
I like pizza.
I even have a present for you.
You have a present for me?
And there's no more Fantastic Four movies for us to watch.
Well,
I tell you what, this week, I will show you one of the greatest movies ever made.
7?
No, not 7.
Oh.
No, this movie's an 80s movie about a bunch of martial arts misfits.
Ooh, Karate Kid?
No. No, there's no parents involved either.
Children of the Corn?
No, I don't remember them doing a lot of karate or
You don't know
Taekwondo.
what they were doing in the corn when you weren't watching.
Anyhow, Okay, so these misfits that do martial arts, like to eat pizza, and they play in a rock band.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No.
Oh.
But come on over, man. You're really going to love this one.
Fine. I'm giving one last chance.
All right, I'll make it worth it.
You better.
In this month's episode of You're Gonna Love This or Not, Matt lures Josh back into the SFP with promises of pizza and cake to watch a rediscovered film, Miami Connection. In this 1987 midnight feature masterpiece, a martial arts rock band goes up against a group of motorcycle ninjas who have tightened their grip on Florida's narcotics trade. When Josh is put up against the ninja, will he want to escape from Miami, or will he and Matt be friends once more? Let's listen to the trailer, then find out what he thought.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special treat for you today. We have a new house band with a new dimension in rock and roll. We have the one, the only, Dragon Sound!
This band is the only family I have.
They're all black belts in Taekwondo and they're pretty bad.
I want you to mess it up by going out with a second-rate musician like that John character.
They came in here to play goddamn songs for kids!
Not escape the Miami Ninja!
Everybody stood. Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're on top 'cause we play to win.
God damn it, Matt. You're a son of a bitch.
Come on. The movie was great. It's one of the greatest bad movies of all time.
It was literally the fucking worst. We have watched some really shitty movies, and this was your redeeming movie that was supposed to like make me not mad about showing me a second shitty Fantastic Four movie. I mean, the first one was so bad that we had to scrub the data from it because it was so terrible. And then you were like, let's watch another Fantastic Four movie because that's probably a good idea. And you know what? It was also terrible. And now you were like, oh, I'm totally going to redeem myself and watch a movie. But you know what? You've already shown me this movie, and I hated it the first time. And you were like, let's replay it again for Josh, and maybe he'll like it this time. No, still fucking terrible.
The more you watch it, the more you'll like it.
Oh, yeah. So apparently our producers let us know that we watched we should name, I don't even know if it's worth naming this movie, because then you guys will all go look it up.
Well, we don't really have to name the movie. Tony did earlier, right before he played the trailer.
So yeah, it was called Miami Connection. It is a really shitty martial arts movie. That has probably the worst. No, shh.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking now.
I have to cut you off because
the adults
you
are
called
talking.
this a martial arts movie. This is not a martial arts movie. This is a martial arts, misfits, rock band, drug dealing, biker, ninja movie.
Okay. So it's supposed to be a martial arts movie with this taekwondo master with the worst choreography of all times. Like, they should have called somebody who actually knew how to do martial arts and then like teach them how to do it on film, because like everything was so poorly scripted. Like, this guy at one point literally was holding a bat above his head for a good 15 seconds before the guy finally kicked him, and then the kick missed terribly. Like, didn't even like get close to him, and the sun guy somehow fell down, and I don't even know. It doesn't even make any sense. And then somehow some like misfit group of orphans who are taekwondo black belts, which makes them really cool, can defeat a group of ninjas, which ninjutsu is a far superior martial art. So yeah, you did not redeem yourself. It's so bad.
Oh, good. You're finished?
Yeah. Isn't that awesome? Like when someone rants about something for like 20 minutes.
I'm glad you could stop for a breath there.
Yeah. That would be terrible to have to listen to that all the time, wouldn't it?
This movie is awesome.
No.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
The only thing awesome about this movie is nothing.
First off, the choreography in this movie is done by Y.K. Kim, the guy who brought Taekwondo to America. Ran a chain of Taekwondo.
That explains why Americanized Taekwondo is so terrible.
You're an excellent judge of that, I'm sure.
I am. I know a lot.
I'm sure you do.
Martial artists.
I've seen you doing Taekwondo in here all the time.
You don't know about my Taekwondo skills. I was
not
kung
even
fu
sure
fighting.
what to make of that.
I do the kung fu.
How much Taekwondo did you do?
Scotty don't.
Because I did Taekwondo.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, probably. I was in third grade.
Yeah, no, Americanized Taekwondo is terrible.
Also, I was in
a
town with fewer people than the extras in this movie.
Known fact. Oh, can we also talk about the terrible biker scene?
Oh, feel free.
And the terrible womanizing throughout the whole movie. And,
yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, and then a random pizza shop owner now knows Taekwondo as well. And
Not a pizza shop. It's Korean food and subs, I believe, from the sign in the window.
Because Korean food and subs, that's the two things that I would put together.
Look, the special was salami, bologna, ham and cheese.
This movie's a bunch of baloney.
This movie is fun baloney. This movie... Okay, that sounded really dirty. But this movie is awesome. I don't see why you have such a problem with it.
I encourage everybody to watch this movie.
Yeah,
so they can see
I do too.
how absolutely horrific it is.
I think this movie is terrific. I think everybody should watch it.
You're using the wrong word. You're saying terrific. You meant horrific.
No, it's terrific. It's fun to watch. It's one man's vision driven behind his unending ambition, and it bankrupted him.
Good. Something positive came out of this movie.
Oh, I don't know about that. It came back with a vengeance. This movie was lost for like 20 years.
You know what the best part of this whole entire movie
What?
was? When you decided to show me the other ending that was even worse.
I don't know which ending is better. One's depressing, one's not. But yeah, I didn't even know that existed until today.
Oh, yeah. And then his father, spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler alert. So you should just know that going into this podcast, you've listened to enough of them. We spoil things. So his father shows up at the end, and his father is actually younger than he is, I'm fairly certain, with just a bunch of gray stuff put into his hair.
Yeah, it does look like a community theater dye job.
So now, so there is actually one positive point to this whole movie, and I will say that whoever did the makeup for this movie, as far as like the gore, like the knife wounds and then the sword wounds and stuff, they did a fairly good job for what I'm considering the budget of this movie was about $5. So, I mean, they did a really good job. I'm sure it was film students from the local UCF there. I also like how the movie's called Miami Connection, yet they're only in Miami for about 37 seconds.
Yeah, just the opening scene.
Yeah, and so I'm not really quite sure why there's a connection there of some sort.
Well, I think it's a play on French Connection, which takes place in San Francisco, I think.
And then...
Maybe. But,
also, so the first time that the Taekwondo black belt meets the girl he's dating's brother, he gets sucker punched and somehow can't do anything about it, although he's a Taekwondo black belt. But later on in the movie, he is seen with a gaping sword wound across his back. He's somehow using a ninja sword with proficiency enough to disarm and destroy several other ninjas.
I was going to say, he outright murders like a dozen
having
people.
A gaping wound across his back, which also gets swamp water in it. And then I'm pretty sure at one point someone gets Ebola. And I don't know. It's so bad. I have not hated a movie this much, and we watched Cannibal the Musical, which was terrible, but at least it was
awesome.
At least it was terrible in a way that it was bearable. Terrible. I use those two words together. You like that?
No,
because this one there's just nothing redeeming about it. It's just so bad. And I love cheesy martial arts flicks. I really do. Like Three Ninjas and all these cheesy martial arts films. Huge fan of them. Think they're fun. Bad choreography for the most part cracks me up. But this one is overly done bad choreography. It's like it was purposely trying to be bad.
This movie wasn't purposely trying to be bad. This movie is just bad. I mean, it's put together by people who don't know how to make movies.
Obviously.
But the whole movie is the brainchild of Richard Park, who played the diner owner, and Y.K. Kim, the Taekwondo grandmaster, and
who also did the casting.
Yeah, did the casting. Lots of names in this are in the credits multiple times.
Yeah.
But the whole movie was financed by Y.K. Kim.
That's probably...
He had to mortgage his house, all his Taekwondo schools, everything. He poured like $1 million of his own movie into it.
He poured $1 million into this movie.
Yeah, and that's why he really didn't care for the movie.
If you gave
it ruined his life.
Our producer Mike and I $1 million, I am fairly certain we could produce a better movie than this.
Maybe, because I think you know more about movies than Y.K. Kim did or does. I don't know.
Yeah, but this is so bad.
No, this movie is terrific. It's terrific. It's fun. There's so much ludicrously stupid stuff in this movie.
Is this movie terrific to you? Please tell me.
Oh, for one thing, you've got ninjas, Taekwondo black belts, training montages, Miami drug deals. You've got all sorts of strange improvised weapons. You've got people outright murdering people, like when they kill the girl's brother. The girl shows up like in the next scene saying, I've been away for a long time because I just had to come to terms with it. But I know you did what you had to do. And her boyfriend says, yeah, I feel really bad about that. Like, you feel really bad about murdering her brother. It's insane. All the situations in this movie are ludicrous. And they're hilarious.
Can we also talk about how the only ninja that was dressed in white, who originally was an Asian guy, somehow became a white guy in the movie?
Became a white guy, and they keep showing his face over and over and over again.
And like not even like a white guy.
I think that comes from changing the ending. The original guy just wasn't available, but I still don't understand why they just chose a guy who couldn't look less like the original guy.
Like they could have found at least somebody else who was also Asian.
I'm a little surprised.
They could have put Richard Park in that costume.
Yeah, I was gonna say, since they had the costume and everything, why didn't they just use one of the other guys that was already in the movie?
Well, they should have done to make it really funny is put a black guy in there. So it was like even more ridiculous. That would have been funny.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, cause
maybe if you gave a monologue.
Yeah, and then the foreshadowing of the montage and the quad between him and one of his students, and then later on, oh my god, that same foreshadowing move is used to kill the white ninja.
That happens in almost every 80s action movie.
Yeah.
It even happens in Cannibal the Musical.
So here's a little Game of Thrones spoiler, and if you haven't watched this yet, this is way past Game of Thrones finale, so you should have, and I don't care if it's spoiler from you. Yeah. So anyways, it's kind of like the whole Arya Stark used the same move to kill the Night King that she used to kill the other person. Like, come on.
Yeah. That's how these work.
I don't get it. It was a little lame.
You gain wisdom and you use it. Only nobody taught him that move. He just already used it in a training montage.
So now he's an expert at it.
And the one thing that I genuinely do love about this movie is the music. The music is fan-fucking-tastic.
I knew you were going to say that. You have terrible taste in music.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
And you love Weird Al, so that, I mean...
Oh, if you are going to shit-talk Weird Al, you may not be invited back again.
That may get edited out.
I'm telling you, like 3 pairs of eyes in this room just shot daggers through you.
I know. That was the point.
That was ridiculous.
The music is so terrible. It is like the cheesiest of 80s movies. It's like an after-school special, like Schoolhouse Rock, got together with a cheesy 80s band that also wanted to be Panic at the Disco in the future one day and made music because it is so bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a song called like Friendship is Rad or something. Like, come on. Like, you've got this thing about how great friendship is, but yet you show boobs and people's heads getting chopped off and tons of gratuitous violence, but yet you want to put a feel good, friendship is good song in there. They're going
to be friends forever.
Friends forever, because friends are friends forever.
You were going the Michael W. Smith route.
You know I did.
I was going to bring that up later.
I know.
Oh, because our game has something to do with that.
Oh, yay.
Oh. But seriously, like, there's no real credited actors in this movie that you can find stuff on.
No.
For, I would say, 99% of the people in this movie, they were never in anything again. YK Kim still runs Taekwondo schools. He started Martial Arts World magazine, which I know of. I don't subscribe.
Hey, question for you real quick.
Uh-huh.
Did you know what movie we were going to watch before this?
Did I know which movie we were going to watch? Of course I did. I've been gearing up for this for months.
Have you seen this movie before?
I have seen this movie several times before.
Could you have done research about this movie before we came in tonight?
Well, yeah.
Then why are you sitting on your phone doing research now?
Because it has all my research from months ago.
No.
This has been on the schedule since like February, man. Come on.
And we're just done watching it. Yay. So lucky me.
Anyhow, the story here, the Richard Park, the director, saw YK Kim on a talk show over in Korea and thought, boy, that guy really ought to make a movie, and I'm going to help him do it. And that's how this movie was born. They made a movie about how Taekwondo can bring world peace.
Every single movie you have shown me has been a really shitty story like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like No Holds Bar was Vince McMahon and Hulk Hogan locked in a hotel room for 48 hours, which is what we're assuming with massive amounts of cocaine to write a script for a movie. Jaws Revenge, I'm pretty sure, was written in about 47 seconds.
Oh, the whole movie
Cannibal
was
the Musical was probably written while high in a dorm room in Colorado or wherever those guys are from, that he dropped out of college to make. What else have we seen? Both Fantastic Four movies. I just can't even think that they spent more than 13 minutes making either one of those. They were terrible. There's so many other ones that are just terrible. I mean, there's so many movies we've watched. You know what? Hump the Yankee Zephyr, they may have actually spent more than 20 minutes making that movie because it's been the best movie by far of any movie we've seen here.
Well,
and then, of course, there was Short Circuit 2, which they just took basically Short Circuit 1, added more racism, a shitty plot, and a love interest that didn't really make sense. Yeah. What was the other movie you watched that had a really bad love interest? Oh, the Yankee Zephyr one, where they clearly hated each other.
Oh, yeah.
But yet had to work together.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Also, shout out to the guy who commented on our thing about actually how I got to watch that movie. It's pretty neat. Got to see the premiere of that, and got to see one of the actresses in there. And after talking shit in MST3K style about George Papard, which we can all agree was a terrible role for him. And please don't mind the pen dropping in the background. That definitely didn't happen. So, we're not perfect here. We get mad. We stomp up the stairs. We make little noises. Kind of what makes us fun because we're not like. Although, I mean, I think we still put more production quality into this than any movie we watched so far. So,
I don't know. Short Circuit 2. That was a pretty big Hollywood.
I don't know. We have the best editor, so
that's true. We have the best producer and best editor in the business.
Yeah, especially what we pay them.
Exactly.
And they're collecting some serious damage. As in one, maybe 2 dimes.
Oh, maybe. Well, in this movie...
And the 2 dimes, of course, are me and Matt, if you know what I'm saying.
All right. Well, we could talk about the movie now. But in this movie, there was some real chemistry between a couple of the actors. Well, I won't really say they were actors because they didn't intend to be actors, and they were not Taekwondo students of YK Kim's, unlike everybody else. And that was Angelo Gennati, who played Tom, and Kathy Collier, who played Jane.
Tom and Jane.
Angelo Gennati, you can recognize from his luxurious mane and his actual ability to play guitar.
Yeah, let's talk
and
about
Kathy
that
Collier, you know, the girl. She sings. She's really good.
They actually wrote several songs together.
They did because they actually didn't care to be in the movie. They weren't trying to be in the movie. They just heard that YK Kim was looking for some music to make a movie, and they put a couple songs together, showed up, and they ended up in the movie.
That's best.
And I think they're probably 2 of the better actors in the movie.
Yeah, well, because they spent their life on stage anyways, performing music, so they understood how to appeal to an audience.
Maybe. You know.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Can we also talk about the one time where there was definitely words on the screen of voices, and yet YK Kim's mouth never opened?
This movie is 80-yard horribly.
Yeah, it is.
And a lot of times in a movie like this where they will think, you know, we should ADR something in that wasn't in the script. They'll show a shot where somebody's looking away from the camera or is in shadow. No, here they just stare directly at the camera. Their mouth doesn't move, but words come out.
Yeah, breaking the fourth wall before Deadpool ever did.
Yeah, for sure. Anyhow, Angelo and Kathy got married after the movie.
Aww.
And then divorced.
Oh, duh.
And didn't talk to each other for years and years and years.
Yeah.
In fact, when they reunited the band for Fantastic Fest a few years ago, Kathy didn't even hear about it till after it was over.
Oh, nice. That wasn't her scene?
Yeah, but she found out about it. I guess she didn't even know the movie was really back, because this movie was lost for a long time. It opened in 6 theaters and I think ran for 3 weeks before it went away.
It should have stayed lost.
Well, it was gone for a very long time, and then...
It should have stayed gone.
Then in 2009, one of the programmers at the Alamo Drafthouse saw a print on eBay and bought it for $50.
He paid too much.
Well, I'd say they've made their money back. They bought the rights for the film from YK Kim, have prettied it up as much as they can, re-released it, and it's it gets around. There's lots of midnight showings of it. Ran at the Draft House for a really long time. They had the big reunion at Fantastic Fest.
People go out at midnight and watch this movie.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's fun. It's a good, fun movie.
It's not.
People like the experience. I love it.
We know. You also love me, so taste questionable.
I do. My taste is definitely questionable.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. I'm not the only guy that loves this. What would you guess?
Oh my God. We're going to play a game of Rotten Tomatoes score.
We're not. I'm just going to flat out just say, what do you think the Rotten Tomatoes critic score is?
12%.
12%. You are off by 56%.
There is no way.
68% on Rotten Tomatoes. With audience, 66%.
The critic score was 68%.
People who watch this movie love this movie. A good 2/3 of them.
Were all the critics deaf and blind?
Yeah, Letterboxd, 3.2 stars. Better than average.
Out of 100?
Out of 5. Wow. People who watch this movie love this movie. I don't know why you have such a hate hard-on for it.
I don't know either. I really did not enjoy this movie. And I know that my goal is to hate these movies, but this one especially, I really hated this movie.
Your goal shouldn't be to hate.
But that's kind of my thing. Love. But I really did not like this movie. I could tell. It was not at all enjoyable.
It comes through.
Yeah, I've hated some of the other movies we've watched, but I don't know what it is. This movie is just so terrible. I just feel like it could have been so much more.
But
with being okay, so this guy is the guy who brought Taekwondo to America. So he's an actual Taekwondo master.
Yes.
Yet the choreography for the fight scenes in this movie is terrible. You would think that if you are a Taekwondo master and you teach Taekwondo, that you would at least know how to use katas in a proper way to use it in choreography. But it's so bad. It's so delayed on everything.
Here's what I think.
If he was some guy who had never done Taekwondo before, trying to make a Taekwondo movie, then I can understand why the choreography is so bad. But he is a professional Taekwondo guy who owns Taekwondo schools, and his Taekwondo in this movie is terrible. And
but the deal is, he's not a Taekwondo master who knows how to make movies.
It doesn't matter.
Like, he can't
He
translate
still knows
it to the
how
screen.
to use Taekwondo. They could just show people fighting Taekwondo, like an actual, like just have them spar with real Taekwondo. Because that would have made more sense. Instead of trying all these huge group scenes and crappy knives and swords and all this stuff, like just make the movie about Taekwondo and just fight. Like really actual fight. Like you know how to do that. Use your strength.
Yeah, his strength is just not making movies, though. It's doing Taekwondo demos and teaching people. He doesn't
know how to make movies. Kevin Smith didn't know how to make movies and make Clerks.
And how much Taekwondo's in Clerks?
But you know what I mean. He didn't know how to make movies, but he knew enough. An amazing movie. On a very small
more
budget.
Than YK Kim, that's for sure.
It's just so bad.
So good. So good.
It could have been so much more. I mean, it really could have been. I mean, he really could have used his Taekwondo knowledge in a better way in order to make this movie better. And that's my problem with this movie. Because, like, if he's so good at what he does, then he should have been able to use those skills to better translate onto a film screen. Regardless, and even though he doesn't know how to make a movie, the director had made movies before this, so he knows how to at least direct movies and make movies. So even if he is a terrible director, at least he's been in the film industry. So there is film industry professionalism, quote unquote, in this movie. So between the two of them, one's Taekwondo knowledge, one's film knowledge, they should be able to make a movie that is at least halfway decent and not this terrible.
Well, based on what I've seen, it's really unclear what Richard Park had directed before this. He may have directed the talk show that he saw YK Kim on. But that's my impression from a couple
At least he had some knowledge of film.
Well,
like, there's no way as a director he saw this movie and thought, yeah, that looks good.
All right. This podcast this week, or this month, is brought to you by Bonobos. Don't make them angry. It's messy. Bonobos.
What is Bonobos?
Oh, son, you need to listen to some podcasts.
Wow. I listen to all the podcasts.
You don't even listen to our podcast.
I do too. I'm that vain. Come on. You know about me.
I know. I could relate this to something that was
I actually listened to a bit of a podcast the other day. It was weirdly on something that I'm not normally a fan of watching, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh, you mean like every movie in the world?
No, I like lots of movies. Like when you titled the event for this movie, 7, I thought we were going to watch 7, and I was so super happy. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to watch 7.
No, it's episode 7, man.
I know.
Sorry.
I was so excited to watch 7. I would watch 7 all day long. It's a great movie. This podcast would be a lot more boring. It would actually be really awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we watched a movie that we both really, really liked, it would be dull. It would be like, that's great. All right.
Yeah, but Kevin Spacey's in that movie. We could make fun of Kevin Spacey.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah.
Since I think 4 of those sins are directly on him now.
I know, right? That's because he couldn't keep himself off something else.
All right. Well, I do have a game for us this week since there weren't very many ratings.
Yeah.
So we can't really play higher or lower. So what I've done is I've compiled a list of tracks from the soundtrack for this movie.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And tracks from other 80s movie that feature training montages or dance sequences. And we're going to see if you can tell which is which. So I'm going to give you a title and you tell me if it was in this movie or not. And hey, I'll give you bonus points if you can figure out what movie it's from if it's not from this.
Oh yeah.
Some of these should be pretty easy. All right.
I'm so pumped.
So we'll start with the song Peace in Our Life.
Peace in Our Life.
Uh-huh.
I think that was in this movie.
You think that was in this movie?
Maybe. I don't know.
The song was sung by Frank Stallone in Rambo First Blood Part 2.
Yeah, so I've never seen that too. So.
All right, let's try Brave Hearts.
Brave Hearts?
Brave Hearts, not Brave Hearts.
Brave Hearts.
And not Brave Hearts.
Brave Farts?
Brave
That's
Hearts.
in this movie.
It's you think that's in this movie?
Yes.
Brave Hearts was sung by Gary Chapman in the soundtrack for Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah, we're going to guess it's in this movie on every one of these. I'm just letting you guys know.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. How about the song Against the Ninja.
Against the Ninja is definitely in this.
Yeah, that one's pretty
Ninja.
easy. That one's pretty easy because it's such a catchy
It
song.
could have been in Beverly Hills Ninja
Gets in your head.
or Three Ninjas or...
How about the song Escape from Miami?
Escape from Miami is not from this movie.
Escape from Miami is in this movie.
It's in the movie Suckfest 4000.
Oh, no. See, I haven't seen that one. I don't know where.
Yeah, we just watched it, actually.
No. How about the song Friends?
Friends. Yeah.
No copyright issues.
Yeah. So that wasn't actually the name of that song in this. It was called something else. But I'm going to guess it was in this movie.
The song from this movie is entitled Friends. You're right.
Hey!
You got one right.
I got 2 right so far, actually. So
okay. This one should be fairly easy.
Uh-huh.
Ninja Rap.
Ninja Rap? That's in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Originally, it was
full
called...
title?
I don't know the full title of it.
I believe
Originally,
it's
it was
Secret of the
actually it
Ooze.
was Go White Boy, Go White Boy, Go White Boy, Go by Vanilla Ice. But then it was changed to Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. And it's in the fight scene when they're fighting the hand and Shredder's over watching it. Boom, stuck it.
So there you go. He gets 2 points.
3
Three.
points.
Oh,
and a bonus
holy
point for that
cow.
too because I got the right movie.
Yeah.
So that's 4 points now.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to go for that even 5.
Ooh, how about
Get that slash.
Burning Heart?
Burning Heart. It's in this movie. Let's go for it.
Survivor, Rocky 4.
Why all these Rocky movies?
Because I love Stallone training montages.
Oh my god, they're so bad.
He's jogging in the snow to that song. It's incredible.
Why can't you do the only other martial art movie in the 80s that was actually good? Because I know the song for that montage.
There's only one other?
You're the best around.
Oh.
Also from South Park, because it gets Randy back up after he fights Bat Dad. He hums it to himself.
How about Take You Back, parentheses, Tough Jim, GYM?
Not like the person named Jim.
No.
It's in this movie.
It is in Rocky 2.
I should just guess it's in every Rocky movie because this is all we're going to get is Rocky movies.
No, there's no Eye of the Tiger in here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Please, no. We only get a few notes.
Dun, dun, dun,
How about the song? We'll go with the song I Love You.
Oh, I love you too.
No, I really love you. But
No, I really love you too.
is that a song in this movie or a different movie?
It's in the song. It's in the movie.
That song is in this movie.
I know. I remember
Very
seeing that
good.
one on the credits.
All right. So how'd he do?
I did 5. 5 for 5.
5 is... It's
50%.
It's not
In
dumbass.
baseball, I'd be really good.
Yeah, You
In hockey,
did
I'd be
well.
pretty good.
You did well.
Basketball, not so much.
All right. Well, I just have one more thing.
4 plus 1 bonus. I'd take the bonus. It's 5.
We already ate the pizza.
Yeah, we already
We had
ate
some
cake.
cake. Now I have
We
a
had
present
some
for you.
brownie brittle.
Something that you'll
Oh.
treasure forever. Because we're friends forever.
The memory of this movie? Oh.
Right here, buddy.
Oh, it's
we'll
a Dragon
take some
Sound
pictures.
t-shirt.
That's right. The greatest band, the newest sound.
I will actually wear
Dragon
this t-shirt. So people will ask me about it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Because you know what I got for me?
Oh my god, we have matching t-shirts.
Twinsies! That's right.
We're gonna
I
be
got us
so
matching
cute.
t-shirts.
We're gonna be so cute. We're the cutest.
That's right.
Does that spell 1? It looks like it spells 1. It does look
Maybe.
kind of spells 1. Dragon Sound. No one's gonna know what this is from.
Of course not. And then you tell them, and then you can have them listen to our podcast. Just
Yeah.
like most people who listen to it once, never subscribe, and never come back again for good reason.
Hey, our podcast is really good and fun.
Our podcast is really good and fun. That's
It
right.
is.
It is.
It is way better than these movies we've watched.
I have had listeners come up to me and compliment us, which
Yeah.
really weirded me out.
People have told me they liked it.
Yeah, it's
Even
it's
my
a-
sister liked it.
It's a bit
She's
strange.
Not really into harsh language, and she thinks it's funny. And she listens to like every episode,
Cool.
which
cool.
is weird.
All right. Well, if you listen to us, drop us a line. Call in. The lines are open.
Yeah, please tell us pickup lines because one of us is single now and needs them. So just go ahead and let me know. You got any good pickup lines that will not work but will be funny?
Wow. I didn't think this would be an avenue for that, but
Oh no, we're gonna have fun with this now.
if you'd like to make a love connection with a guy who just fucking hates great movies, give us a call. 888-555-9999.
Call 1-800-MIX-A-LOT to kick them nasty thoughts.
Mix-a-lot.
Actually, I think the phone number is 867-53009.
Oh no, that's Jenny's.
Oh yeah. Also Benjamin Franklin Plumbing.
Don't know who that
Locally,
is.
Benjamin Franklin Plumbing here locally is 317-867-5309.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to add that's not incredibly negative?
Well, you can say that I do enjoy coming down here and watching these terrible movies. I guess I'll probably come back next month.
I'm so glad you're back.
So, yeah. I'm excited for the next movie because I think eventually we're going to have to find a movie that I like.
I can't believe you didn't like this one. But
It'll
then again, I've
probably
been
be a
pretty
crappy
flabbergasted
rom-com
since
that I
day
end up
one.
liking because I really love rom-coms no matter what. Matt Hurt and I actually agree on that part that we both like rom-coms no matter how bad and cheesy they are because we expect them to be so bad and cheesy.
I think since he's been on, you have to refer to him as Matt Hurt, friend of the show.
Ooh, but is he our friend or did he feel sorry for us?
He's friendly enough. He came down here and he didn't call the police.
I think he's talking about maybe want to come back.
Maybe
we make him again.
We'll see.
That'd be exciting. I
No
love
pressure.
guest stars. No, we got to guilt him into it. And they talk so much shit about New Zealand.
That's true. They were talking shit about New Zealand
Yeah.
this week again.
And they
We're
even
gonna
said
have a
like a really
reckoning.
famous guy from New Zealand was from Australia.
Yeah, that's even
Who
worse
does
than
that?
just shit talking.
Although
New
Matt
Zealand.
did defend, so we had to give credit to Matt for
Ooh,
having
that's
our
what we need
backs.
to get down here. We need to get good old Burger Lurker down here.
Oh, Burger Lurker. I don't know who that is, but
It's Chris, his one of his co-hosts.
oh, does he hate movies too?
It's a she,
I totally knew that.
and she loves movies, and I'm sure she would love something, but she's incredibly busy. But we'll see. We'll see.
That's
We'll
sad.
see. All right,
Yeah.
we've dragged this out way
we
too
love
long.
them, so it's not way too long. I mean, we went way long on Short Circuit too.
Well, yeah, but there was a lot more to talk about with Short Circuit too, because it was supposed to be good.
Yeah, and it was way better than this movie. Oh, we get to rate this movie. Yeah, 0.1 stars. That's what we're going with. 0.1 stars. Like the worst rating I could ever give a movie, None of Mankind, 0.1 stars.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 8.
I knew you
stars.
would. At least 8. I was hoping that you'd go like 10. But this is 0.1 stars for me. It does. I mean, it's so bad. I would watch Cannibal the Musical. We have found a movie that I would rather watch Cannibal the Musical than this movie.
All right, that's fair.
I didn't
That's
think that
fair.
was possible.
So next time we have birthdays to celebrate with cake and pizza, we'll watch this again instead of Cannibal the Musical.
No,
Yeah,
no.
every time.
No.
You know,
I
one of
will-
us has a
I
birthday
will-
in like 3 weeks.
I will
just saying.
change it.
Okay.
I will appeal to
Look,
Kendra's.
one of these days we're gonna find something that you really like.
Yeah, it won't be this movie.
I don't know.
How many times you show
I
it
think
to
you
me?
just need time to think about it.
I've seen it twice. I hated it both times.
God, this is one of my top 2 bad movies ever, and
And the
yeah,
other one
I'm
is
surprised
Cannibal
you
the
don't go for
Musical. That's the sad part.
Oh no, because I don't count Cannibal the Musical as a bad movie.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're done. We have matching shirts. They're awesome. They're red. There's Hey Dragon.
Yeah, we'll throw some pictures up.
They say Dragon Sound.
We'll
on
make him
them.
put the Dragon Sound T-shirt on.
That's pretty dope. I actually am pretty excited about this t-shirt, I'm not gonna lie. I will wear the shit out of this t-shirt. I'm also glad that I can cuss in this thing because I'd be woefully unprepared.
All right, you're gonna have to use your microphone voice.
Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself, guys. Sorry, that was my bad. But we're getting the wrap-up signed from our amazing producer, so we should wrap this up. We gave it all the ratings, everything else. As always, you're a son of a bitch, but I love you.
I love you, Josh. Welcome back.
Thanks.
This episode of You're Gonna Love This or Not was recorded at the SFP Studios located off of beautiful Eagle Creek Reservoir in Indianapolis, Indiana. It features Matt dragging Josh down into the dark depths of his movie collection and is released monthly on the Team Geeking family of podcasts. It is produced by Mike Wycliffe, edited by Tony Troxel, and features music by Scott Holmes, who can be found on the Free Music Archive. Make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or the podcatcher of your choice, and please leave us a rating and review. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
My father! I found my father! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!